Remco,
Yes.
it's been cold tonight.
Yes.
It's freezing.
Yes, it was freezing this night. So it was around -2 or something like that. But now it's, let's see, it's 11:30. And within around 1.5 hours the PACC will start. I will just show everybody what our antenna setup is for all the bands. First we go to the well-known delta loop. Last year we used the delta loop for 40 and 20 meters. But this year we will only use it for 40 meters. It's the old and proven concept. Our contest balloon still survived. And what you see is that the lower part of the antenna is parallel to the ground, and the distance defines the impedance of the antenna. So it's around 200 ohms and then transformed with this balun to 250 ohms. And we also made a very effective but dirty choke, common mode choke, also known as the ugly balloon. This year we are performing another experiment during the contest. So last year we had the delta loop also for 20 meters. It wasn't bad, but perhaps it can be better. So this year we made a 5/8 wavelength long vertical for 20 meters. It's around 13 meters long. It's got 8 radials of around 6.5 meters long. And matching of such a vertical is very simple. It's done with a coil, trying to null out the capacitive reactance of the antenna. The coil is around 3 microhenries and it matches perfectly on 20 meters. Now we go to 15 meters. Also a proven concept. Already built in Malawi as 7 Quebec November Lima. We used it during the PACC last year in 2015. We used it during the D-Cars contest in June last year, and we still use it during this PACC in 2016. A 15-meter VDA. The height is about 8.5 meters above ground, and it was a piece of cake. We just put it together and it matches perfectly. It has also a very nice radiation pattern, low takeoff angle, and our strategy is to direct it to west. So that means that a lot of stations from the eastern part of the world, or from the eastern part of our world, we have to work them via long path. This is more of the same. This is also a VDA for 10 meters, also pointed towards west. It was also plug and play. The height is about 6.5 meters. And then the feed point cable is sloping towards the ground, which is also very handy because the cable is in the notch of the antenna pattern. Here we are at the feed points of 160 and 80 meters. This relay with a very nice blue LED is the detune facility. What we do is during 460 meters we detune the antenna in order to reduce noise. This is one of the most strangest matching experiments I did. What you see here, it's this vertical is matched against the admittance, which is 1/Z. But it's a full size 80 meters vertical. It's around 18 or 19 meters long. But because the antenna is so close to the 160 meter tower, they of course interact. The radiation resistance of this full size vertical is only around 8 or 10 ohms. So I have to match it with a very small coil. But for whatever reason, the performance is flabbergastingly good, also due to the fact that we've got a good ground system or earth net. Okay, now we go inside the shack. Well, the first thing we do is we put out our boots And we put on the wooden shoes, because this is the PACC contest, and of course we contest in clogs. Everybody thinks it's a joke, but it's true. They're very nice and warm when it's cold. But last year in November, Richard PA7FA made an improvement, because he installed a very old-fashioned, almost antique wood stove. And what you see is that it needs a little bit wood. So we've got some jug wood. And I believe one of the success factors of the 160 meter reserve contest is that we have a very nice heating system. Show you a little around what we have here. First of all, the coffee machine during the night, called a Senseo. Secondly, after drinking a lot of coffee, because coffee contains a lot of potassium, we have a facility in order to drain this excess of potassium. Here we have the beverage switch units. We don't use this one anymore, because this one was used for the K9AY loops. I can select between the beverages of northwest southeast or southwest west northeast. Oh, sorry, east or west. We don't have the loops, and we've got a beverage on the ground directed west. And with this switch box I can choose the directions. For example, if I select the bevs, this is northwest, northeast, etc. If I select the other reversible beverage, then this is west and this is east. We don't use complicated beams, no complicated antennas. I always say to Richard, when we participate in the PACC, we use smart wire, and with smart wire you can have a lot of fun.